بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد باب ما جاء في صفة وضوء رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم باب ما جاء في صفة وضوء رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عند الطعام. حدثنا أحمد بن منيع حدثنا إسماعيل بن إبراهيم عن أيوب عن ابن أبي مليكة عن ابن عباس رضي الله تعالى عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خرج من الخلاء فقرب إليه الطعام فقالوا لا نأتيك بوضوء قال إنما أمرت بالوضوء إذا قمت إلى الصلاة. As we had recited last time also, this is the chapter that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to wash his hands Mubarak at the time of food. Having food and washing hands. It is the sunnat of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and 3 riwayats are mentioned in this chapter. First riwayat narrated by Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us like Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala. He was a child, and he came to Medina Munawwara with his father, making hijrat, migrating from Makkah Mukarramah to Medina Munawwara. And at that age, at that small age, the confidence he had in Islam, the belief and faith and conviction he had, he was 8 years of young boy making hijrat with his dad from Makkah Mukarramah to Medina Munawwara. So, like our child went into the primary education of Islam at that age, he migrated with his father from Makkah Mukarramah to Medina Munawwara. And we will hear many narrations from him. And on the other side, he had only about 2 years after he made hijrat to Medina Munawwara. After the 2-3 years, Nabi Sassam passed away. But since he had come to Medina Munawwara, his father, Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, had said to him that make the most of the company of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Make the most of the company of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Stay with Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam as much as possible. Other children will go and play, but Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he will make sure that he will be into the khidmat, into the company of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And not only that, after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam departed from this world, you will find Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu knocking doors of Sahaba one after the another. Whenever he will have an opportunity, you will find that any Sahabi whose door is being knocked, then many times it will be Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala. And with one zeal, one craze, that because you had the sohbat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I came to learn Ahadith Sharifah from him. That is the reason that he narrates many Ahadith Sharifah. But when he was small, he said one sentence, and it became historical. And I think we should have some doses from the sentence. Never mind what happens. Apparent forecast is something else. But if we have firm faith, iman, yaqeen and conviction, then we should be having this type of belief, what Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu said into the childhood. And that is what had happened. That is what he had experienced. He said, Innal Islam ya'lu wa la yu'la alayh. Innal Islam ya'lu wa la yu'la alayh. He said, Islam will dominate. Islam cannot become dominated. It is such sentence that even into the whole world, one individual remains from the likes of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. He will have that inner conviction, inner faith, inner honor, inner dignity of Islam. He will say that is physical and material, maybe uprising for a time being. But whatever happens, it does not impress my inner being. It does not impress my inner being. My internal self will not be defeated. No matter what your end will be, I will cash it into the hereafter. But I will not let the flag of Islam down from my emotions, from my sentiments, from my conviction, from my confidence, from my satisfaction. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he had experienced both. They had to migrate because there was a hostility. In Makkah Mukarramah, there was difficulty. That is why they migrated. And I had shared many times, his father Abbas radiallahu ta'ala who had migrated last. And some of the ulama, when they share characteristic of Abbas radiallahu ta'ala, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Zayd radiallahu ta'ala learned Ibrani language in 17 days. Learned Ibrani language, Jewish language, into the language of Tawrat, into the 17 days. 17 days. Because you are Muslim, you will have to engage yourself within all the societies and communities. And you got to know them. You know what is happening? Today what is happening? People learn Quran and Islam and Arabic to defeat Muslims. People learn Quran and Islam and Arabic and the sciences of Islam to defeat Muslims, sometimes psychologically, sometimes educationally, sometimes belief-wise, sometimes morally. And what you were supposed to do? Like Zayd radiallahu ta'ala learned Ibrani within 17 days. Became an expert of that. So now, from the what you call people of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if it is needed to engage oneself between Muslims and Jewish community, then there is expert of Tawrat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. We shared many times Islam of Adi bin Hatim radiyallahu ta'ala. Adi bin Hatim radiyallahu ta'ala. Now it happens sometime that we arrive onto the Manchester airport or London airport or somewhere New York, Washington, and sometime you go through that immediate interview, then sometime they ask that, oh, are you Muslim? Are you Hanafi Muslim? Are you Shia Muslim or Sunni Muslim? Or are you following Hadith Sharif? Or are you following fiqh? And then many times Muslims become shocked that, oh, non-Muslim knowing everything. It was your mission, it was your duty, it was your obligation that you were supposed to know all communities under the umbrella of Quran and Sunnah. But you left your task, they fulfilling their task to harm you, and you become shocked. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Adi bin Hatim radiyallahu ta'ala accepted Islam. I don't know whether you people remember or not. I remember. I have shared this many times. But there are so many lessons. Adi radiyallahu ta'ala, he was on run when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam started gaining momentum after Medina Munawwara. So he was on run. So he was said that, no, you don't know Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Rather you go yourself and approach him. He will not force you for Islam. Islam is not force. Islam is not by force. So you go and see him. When he came to see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he came to see Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, first thing, he had in his mind that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a leader of the community. So what? I am also leader of the community. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam follow religion. I also follow religion. He follow religion which has revealed book from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I also follow religion which has book revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what? So, sometimes that arrogance, that feeling of leadership, that, there is, I am like him. Under that impression he came to see Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he is narrating that as soon as Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam met me, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, let's go home. Again, to entertain visitor and guests, oh Allah, give us the mizaj of Sunnah. You go to Medina Munawwara now also, people of Medina Munawwara, they still have mizaj of entertaining guests. So, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, let's go home. And when they were going, I won't take long, when they were going, a person met Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he approached randomly, on the way, and he said that our route becoming very dangerous. Robbery is taking place and looting is taking place. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave some satisfying answer, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam dealt with him. So Adi now, he's thinking that, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a leader. But he's such a leader that he's approachable anywhere and everywhere, by anybody. He said, another woman came, and she approached, and she made complaint that she's struggling, needy, destitute, nothing. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said some kind words to her, and dealt. So again, Adi is thinking that, just now I'm trying to interpret his sentiments. Just now I was thinking that I am a leader, but leader has protocol. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is leader, but no protocol. Humble person. So, he is thinking in his mind. When he went home to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, make him sit like respected guest, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam offered a pillow. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is trying to comfort him that you are my visitor. Be honored. You are being treated with honor. And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam started conversation that, Adi, I know you are a Christian. Sometimes, they say to us, I know you are a Muslim. And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I know you follow this denomination. Adi is even more shocked. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam even said that in this denomination, the rule is this. But I think you are not following that rule. Adi is becoming shock after shock. You know what I'm saying this? I don't know how we are Muslims. Wallahi, we are not Muslim. I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about you. You are much better than me. What type of Muslims are we? Muslim is that person Muslim who is expertly into the qualities of Islam and Da'i and Dawat. He is Muslim. Not that he lives into the pride and arrogance of Islam and he has no connection with these types of sunans of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Adi radiallahu ta'ala is shocked that how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knows everything about me. And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him nicely that, Adi, why don't you accept that Allah is one and I am his final and last prophet and messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Why don't you accept? And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, Adi, you will witness that from Hira, I think he mentioned, from Hira, a woman will travel and she will be loaded with golden jewelry and she will be all alone from there to Makkah Mukarramah. She will perform pilgrimage, Hajj, and she will have total amnesty and safety onto the whole route. So Adi radiallahu ta'ala at that time saying in his mind that onto the route our tribe lives, Banu Tay, and their profession is to rob people. They survive on robbing people. So he said, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that woman will travel loaded with gold and she will arrive Makkah Mukarramah and perform tawaf and Hajj safely. Then where we will go, where our robbery will go. How is that possible? He is narrating that. He is thinking in his heart. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, Adi, time will come that treasures and the throne and the crown and the belongings of Roman Empire will be under the feet of my slave. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, Adi, time will come that a true Muslim will come out with piece of gold and he's searching for someone who is having an entitlement of accepting zakat, but people will have such a good life that there will be nobody to accept his zakat. Adi radiallahu ta'ala narrated this and he said that within my lifetime I saw women traveling from there to Makkah Mukarramah loaded with jewelry and totally safe. He said, I saw that within my own eyes. He said, when Roman Empire was defeated and they were bringing all the belongings, he said, I was one of them to bring. And then he said, Wallahi, whether I see or not, but time will come that you, O Muslim, you will come out with gold to look for someone who can accept that gold as zakat. And it will happen that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there will be nobody. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us iman. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us some lessons from this types of dialogue between Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Adi bin Hatim. Many things can be said. But today Muslims are more shocked when they hear from somebody else that, oh, he is Christian but he knows Quran. Tony Blair said some time ago that, every morning I read Quran. So Muslims become happy. His reading Quran will not give any dignity to Islam. He will be dignified if he follows Quran. Otherwise, after reading Quran, I quoted many times. Maulana Abul Wafa Shah Jahanpuri Rahmatullah Alayh. It was the time of Gandhi. That whole nation used to worship him when India became free. And Gandhi used to praise Islam and Quran and Nabi Sassam and Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu and Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He used to praise. And, people have different angles, so people become, very admiring to him that, oh, he's praising Islam. Maulana Abul Wafa Shah Jahanpuri rahmatullah alayhi said in one of the annual Jalsa of Darul Dabil, he said, if someone does not know Quran and Sunnah and does not accept that is less wretchedness. But if someone knows Quran and Sunnah that it is haqq, and then reject Quran and Sunnah, that is worse wretchedness. So he said, everybody is praising Gandhi that he admired Quran, he praises Quran. He praises Quran, he had studied Quran and he had not accepted Islam and Quran and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That is even worse wretchedness. If someone doesn't know and then rejects, that is small wrong. But if someone knows that it is from Allah and reject, like Abu Jahl, he knew Allah is haqq, Nabi sallallahu is haqq, but because of his arrogance he rejected. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Alladhina ataynahumul kitaba ya'rifunahu kama ya'rifuna abnahum. People whom we gave book, they know Nabi Sassam with total certainty that he is the last and final messenger of Allah, and they don't accept him after knowing him like they know their own sons. That is bigger wretchedness. And these types of people, they gaining expertise into Islam and Quran and Sunnah to divert you from haqq. That's why I cannot learn Islam and Quran and Sunnah from everybody. I can become doctor from anybody and everybody. But I cannot learn Quran and Sunnah from everybody. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala connect us to right people till our death and our progeny, till their death, till the day of Qiyamah, to the right people when it comes to Islam. Because it is more sensitive than our stomach, than our dunya, than our finance, than our degrees, than our job and our shops. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwaleen, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-mateen, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawul, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, zahra al-laji'in, majar al-mustajidin, wa ma'man al-khaifin. يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقترا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت فعنده الكتاب يا من عنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى اللهم اجعل آخرتنا خيرا من الأولى اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته